welcome back to Coding. So guys, I hope you all are taking care of yourself and having a lovely time. And so in the previous videos I have been telling you about C++. Now I'm going to start a new lesson with a new topic, that is database management system. Beginning till the end, you will be able to get everything detailed, clear and understand each and everything. All of your database concept will be clear and also you will be able to score well. So guys, if you're new to my channel, please do like it, share and subscribe to my channel. Already posted content regarding C++, Java, Python, other important questions that are useful for exam, your summary videos, short videos, helping you out in everything whatever possible the way that I can do. So if you like the content that I post, please do like it, share and subscribe to my channel, and also let me know in the comment section what do you want and what type of video should I make for you. So without wasting any time, let's get started with the video and understand the concept of database, what we are going to learn in this lesson, what is database and what are the features of database and how every feature works. So now coming to the very first point that comes into your mind is, what do we mean by a database? Whenever I am talking about a database concept, first it must be clear to you that what do we mean by a database. So now database is basically a computer based record keeping system. So now with what we can say, anything that we are storing in a computer based system, that is called as a database. So the collection of data usually is referred to as a database. So in a normal definition term, what we can say, a database is a collection of interrelated data, and a database system is basically a computer based record keeping system. That is the basic definition of a database. Now whenever I'm talking about a database, I told that it includes interrelated data stored in it. Suppose say you are into a college, so you have, the college has your all data, that where do you stay, what stream you have chosen, what is your age, what is your other criteria, all the details they are having it. Now when I'm talking about the data that is interrelated, means it is related to each other. So when I'm talking about the system that stores this data, that is called as a database. So the data is stored so that is independent of program which data to use, a common and a control approach. Basically, what is the benefit of database? Database will play a role that the data wherever it is stored, that how to access that data, and it will be a common for everyone, but how it will be structured so that whichever person requires that data will access that data. What is the intention behind a database is that it has the same collection of data, should be served as many applications as it is possible. So we refer to a database as a repository of information needed for running certain functions in a corporation or an organization. That is referred to an database. First of all, the need of database was why? Because in the file processing system, what were done, permanent word records were stored in different files. Sometimes it was a problem to extract the records from all the appropriate files, and it took a lot of time. So for that, the scheme was, there was a major change and limit provided. What it is, a provided a database model. So basically a database management system is to answer of these problems as provided by a centralized control of data. Means it will reduce redundancy, it will provide us with all the records at one place, and according to the user the records will be assessed. So the very first point that comes to a feature of database is, database reduces the data redundancy to a large extent. Basically the features of databases, what were the problems that it was facing in a file processing. So that are the features of database, where we are going to learn that one by one. So the first feature that I told you is, database reduce the data redundancy to the large extent. Now what do we mean by data redundancy? Data redundancy of a data is known as duplication of data. Basically when I say that data is very duplicate, for example, let me tell you an example. In a college there are student records and are maintained and the hostel also maintains the record of all the students who live in the hostel. So here what we can see, that the records of hostel students are already been maintained by the college. The hostel keeps a separate copy of it, but if it was a file system, as far as everything goes well, the above mentioned file processing system works. Means as far they want the content, the hostel one they will get the content, the college get the content, they can get the content. But duplication of data may lead to inconsistency in incorrect data. Now, how will the duplication lead to inconsistency in data? Suppose say my name is been recorded in the hostel list also, my name is been recorded in the college list also. But what they do, they make just a difference while writing in the file system a little bit of name. So that involves to incorrect data, and also the duplication of data is why is there, because same record is been recording in two files, one at the hostel stage and one for the college. So this is making the data duplicate. So now what is the purpose of database? To reduce the duplicacy. As you can see on the screen also, centrally controlled database system, what it is doing, it has different number of application programs and different number of users. So whichever user want to fetch whichever information, it can fetch that information accordingly, and this will help to reduce the redundancy, and the redundancy will be eliminated at all, because the user will fetch the data according to whatever it wants, and all the data is recorded into one single system, that is called the database system. Control data inconsistency to a large extent. So what is this inconsistency and what was redundancy? So these are basically according to the similar point that we were discussing about redundancy. When the redundancy is not controlled, there may be occasion on which two entries about the same data do not agree. At such time, database is said to be inconsistent. Obviously, an inconsistent database will provide incorrect or conflicting information. By controlling redundancy, the inconsistency is also controlled. Even if there is some redundancy retained in the database, due to some technical reasons, the database management system ensures that any changes made to either of the two entries is automatically made to that. So this whole process is known as propagating updates. Now, sometimes what happens, inconsistency occurs. In that inconsistency occurs, what happens? The data is stored but having no issue of having a duplicate thing, but what it do, it misleads some data. Suppose say your date of birth written over somewhere is something else, and on the other hand it is written as something else. So that is basically the incorrect data. So what is the database will help? As soon as the details will be updated somewhere, it will be updated to you also. Suppose say, let's say you have a college based information system in which you get all the information. So any of the system that your teacher will be updated, it will be shown to the higher authority also, and it will be shown to the student also. So that means basically whatever the changes they are making in the database, it is reflected to everyone else. Next point is database facilitates sharing of data. Now how we can facilitate sharing of data? Sharing of data means individual pieces of data in a database can be shared among different users, in the sense if the user have access to the same piece of data and each of them want for different purposes. So that is the way we can assess the sharing of data. As you can see on the screen also, this is the way through which we can facilitate sharing of data. And also there are number of multiple users and they are using different applications, so they can assess the data according to their need. This database can ensure data security. Now what I'm talking about data security, what do we mean by data security? Data security refers to the protection of data against accidental or intentional disclosure to unauthorized person or unauthorized modification. Basically means there is no security about your data. The data can be fetched by anyone else. Like in the file system, what was the basic disadvantage? One could tear the page of the file, or one could make an unauthorized access to it, and also if the file was misplaced, so data will also have a security issue. Similarly, what we can do in data can ensure security. The information in the database is for great value to everyone, so what we can do, we can set some privacy barriers by ensuring that the database data, whatever is stored, will be safe with us and the data will not be leaked. Next we have database enforced standards. Now when I'm talking about enforcement of the standards, the database management system can ensure that all the data follow the applicable standard. Means either the standards are interchanging, migrating, or they are within the organization, they all follow all these standards. The database is maintained according to these standards only, that the database ensures standards. Next we have integrity can be maintained through database. Now what do we mean by integrity? By integrated database we mean unification of several otherwise distinct data files with any redundancy among them, file partially or wholly. Means sometimes what happens, we want to check that this database is having some redundant file. So what we can do, we can maintain integrity of that and we can contain that whole file into one single record. So for that, let us take an example. For example, a date cannot be written as 25/25/12. It's an invalid date. Or say the number of days work for an employee cannot exceed the number of working days a month. Therefore, a database system defines integrity checks like range checks to check for the values that must lie within the range of values, and the value matching to the check for that already present value. So as I told you that 25/25/12 is an invalid date. Why is it invalid date? Because the format I have taken over here is date, month and year. We know that there are no 25 months. So what it will do, it will give on database checks which will help to improve the integrity of the data, and it will provide the database with a very accurate and a proper manner. So this is the way through which we perform in a database. So these are some of the features that are basic things of a database, and how we need to work with a database. We will be understanding with the different relational models that are available, what are the conceptual level available, the internal level, external level. I'm going to tell you each and everything one by one, explaining every part of it and make you clear that how do we work with database. So guys, I hope you must be clear about what do you mean by database, what are the features of a database, why do we need to use a database. So if you are clear with it, do let me know in the comment section that if you are understanding each and every concept that I'm telling you, and how you want me to present it for you, and how you want me to help for you. And also do let me know in the comment section what is data redundancy, what are the problems associated with it. Do let me know in the comment section so that it makes me clear that you are understanding the topic and you also understand what do we mean by it. So guys, see you in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself. Please do like it, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Keep smiling. Take care.